Hello. Hey, welcome back. So today on Fruit Reviews, it's time for breakfast. That clock is on the PM hour. It is currently 5:30 in the evening, and I'm having breakfast. So I'm inviting you to join me for some food, some fruit, some technique. Now, here's my breakfast. An apple and a persimmon. If this is not enough, I will eat some cereal afterwards, just like carbs or whatever, but whatever. Breakfast on camera happening. Yes. But the fruit is not the focal point of this exercise I wanted to engage you with. It is this, a knife. Now, over the course of doing a year of fruit reviews, I've got a lot of comments on my knife technique. Just being all like, you're using that knife wrong, you're going to cut yourself, you're full of shit, in terms of thinking this is an efficient way to cut fruit. And I'm here to say, no, you're full of shit. I'm going to cut some fruit, explain you how I do it, and talk about the benefits of the different approaches. And finally, as a, I promise I won't put this video on the internet if I do accidentally cut myself. So if you're watching this, you know that things turned out alright and you don't need to be afraid. So let's get started. Let's start with the persimmon. Fleshy boy. Not much to it. I'm going to cut it into slices and eat it. So I get the feeling that the way a lot of people want me to cut fruit, it looks a lot like this. Like taking the knife and pulling it towards myself, into my thumb. And I can't say I'm really all that much of a fan of this. The persimmon is beautiful, by the way. This is perfectly ripe, so sweet. But like, yeah, it's like you do a slice, and you get to the end, and you're like, well, what do I do with this? Because if I were to use my thumb to push the rest of the fruit past it, now suddenly this is like dangling in midair, and what do I grab? How do I grab this? Do I grab it like this? Do I grab it like this? It's not super clear. I could go like this, or I could go like this. Both of which are like awkward. But the thing that I'm advocating for, the thing that people have given me shit over in the past, is this. And like that. Here, it's really obvious when I pull the knife away from myself. It's very obvious the fact that I'm not going to cut myself because the thumb isn't in the way. I don't know why people think I'm going to cut myself when I cut fruit like this. And it's all, and I can like actually hold it together while I actually pull it. So there's not this tension of, am I going to push too hard on the knife? And I just have it as a single unit still, so I can just then put it in my mouth. You see where I'm going with this? I actually don't know where I'm going with this. No, I said that. I guess it's a little harder when you get to the slimy bits and you can't, I did not cut myself. That was just me saying ow as a surprise response. Right, it's a little bit more difficult to hold on to thing once you're holding the slippery part. This is fucking delish. I don't know, like you can do it like this. It's so awkward, like do the last little part of it. Maybe that's a function of how thick the persimmon skin is. Unclear. Like let's try doing this in a way such that the cut ends not through the skin. I guess that works. Yeah, I'm trying to do the towards you cut into the thick skin is problematic. Okay, that makes more sense. still a little awkward, albeit sexy to eat the fruit off the knife. You know, I was planning on getting the apple, but this has gone on for long enough. I'm gonna cut it short. We all know what it's like to eat an apple. It's got sort of the same setup of relative firmness of the skin versus the interior. Well, I guess they're both a little more balanced in general. So yeah, good things abound. Glad to have you with us here on this questionably functional morning come afternoon.